fact, we are now getting a fresh CCTV evidence from Sandhya Theatre. This is the stampede situation that was emerging, where people who were assembled in the lower lobby area of the theatre tried to go up to the balcony where Allu Arjun was watching the film at, and in order to catch a glimpse of the actor. This is from where it went haywire. This is how things do start to go south for the person who lost her life in the stampede. This is where it all began, I believe. We'll have my colleague Swastika to offer a better understanding, but this is a fresh evidence that the police has now put up. There's also lathi charging that is happening by the private security of, I believe, the theatre. They are trying to stop the people from entering the premises. Let me take this across to my colleague Swastika. Swastika, fresh CCTV evidence that is now emerging, possibly people trying to go up. Explain these visuals to our viewers, please.
Right. In fact, this is a CCTV footage from Sandhya Theatre, as we're given to understand, where in fact you can see crowds trying to surge in, and this was the moment where actor Allu Arjun was about to arrive in the theatre, is what we're given to understand. Though clarity from the police's side is something that we are waiting. But yes, what it certainly establishes is how congested Sandhya Theatre is, and why necessitating the question as to the kind of arrangements that was made in the first place, because Sandhya Theatre is a very well-known theatre here in Hyderabad. It's not too far away from where we're reporting from, and this is a very cramped space. There are two theatres attached to one, so whenever there is a sighting or there's a news of a film star arriving, this is the normal sight that you get in a city like Hyderabad, which absolutely loves movies. In fact, there you can see the fans in fact trying to stream into the theatre. And you can see that the guards of Sandhya Theatre, they are trying to block the passage, but they are not successful in doing that. Within no time, the people sort of storm in. They break open the grill, the lower balcony. This is the lower balcony of the theatre. They break open that grill and then storm into the theatre. Allu Arjun was seated on the upper balcony area. So when they got to know that Allu Arjun was arriving in that area, that is when the crowd went berserk. They as evidently so, they broke open the grills, while the police, there are hardly few police personnel inside, and this is the question that is being raised.
Oh,
why
absolutely.
was there
Swastika,
no
isn't that
security?
going against the police? Where is the police? Because here we see the police with the private security, no member of the police forces. The fact that an actor, and that too as celebrated as Allu Arjun, was coming to Sandhya Theatre, where was that arrangement? Because this is a very, very lackluster response as far as security is concerned by the police, if at all that permission was sought and given.
Well, there is no shred of doubt that the police did fall short in terms of its bandobast, because while the police claims that they tried their best to control the crowd and it went out of control because actor Allu Arjun's unannounced arrival and the entire force is being pumped into that direction, but the fact remains that inside the theatre, while people are trying to barge into the lower balcony, and some even tried to scale the upper balcony area also to catch a glimpse of actor Allu Arjun, it is increasingly evident that the police did fall short, and the management of Sandhya Theatre also had very little to offer, because their private security also fell short in gaining control over the crowd, as it is evident in this fresh CCTV footage that has come to light. But yes, we have to do ascertain at this moment whether this was immediately after the arrival of actor Allu Arjun or just prior to that, when word went out that actor Allu Arjun would be arriving. And there is also a second set of CCTV footage that has come to light, where there is complete pandemonium and crowd. Remember, when actor Allu Arjun had stepped into the theatre, immediately the police locked the area where he was there, and it was in the lower balcony of the theatre, remember, where the people started gathering. It is also pertinent to point out that this was also the area where Revati was found unconscious. Shri Teja was also found unconscious. Then, with the help of locals, they were taken out one by one.
I believe
CPR was administered to Revati.
There is another set of images that you are talking about, where we do see people carrying some individuals out of that grill that was broken down by the people who were trying to scale the upper balcony, like you're mentioning. So the situation really went out of hand very, very soon. Is there a timestamp to this CCTV footage?
Well, I want to specifically highlight the second CCTV footage that has come to light, and this is certainly from the 4th of December, remember, that ill-fated night where Revati was found dead and that stampede occurred. In the video that is very clear, we can see that the crowd and the police in fact trying to take out Revati out of the lower balcony theatre. That is what the CCTV footage clearly highlights, and within no minutes Sri Teja was also taken out. It was Sri Teja first, as per police account, who was taken out of the theatre, and then immediately after that, when Revati was found in an unresponsive state, she too was taken out. So where was exactly Revati positioned when actor Allu Arjun arrived? This is something that we need to clarify on. When actor Allu Arjun arrived, he went to the upper balcony area of the Sandhya Theatre, and this entire area was cordoned off for him, for the movie makers, for his family specifically. Downstairs in the lower balcony of the theatre is when the crowd started surging, and surging to an extent where people started jostling for pace, people started falling on top of each other. There are CCTV visuals to ascertain the same, and this was the very place where Revati was found unconscious. Sri Teja was also found unconscious. They got separated. There are a family of 4. Revati's husband was also there, Revati's daughter was also there, but because of the crowd, Revati and her son went inside the theatre, while her husband, who had momentarily stepped out, I guess, to hand over his daughter to a relative of theirs, got separated. And when they were in the lower balcony area, that is when the crowd, it got so jam-packed that Revati fell unconscious, Sri Teja fell unconscious, and within minutes of that they were taken out, in fact, of the theatre, and CPR was administered to them. At this juncture, Allu Arjun continued to watch the film, and this is something that has been put on record by the Hyderabad police, because he was not aware. There's a section that divides lower balcony and the upper balcony area of Sandhya Theatre. So Allu Arjun and his team in all likelihood were not aware, as per their own statement, about the chaos that was happening. What they saw was normally what happens when a film star gathers at an area. Yes.
Right. Anything that you're learning about the police also presenting this as a form of evidence while this questioning of the actor is ongoing?
This was part of the CCTV footage compilation that, remember, was released by the Hyderabad police. And in fact, this footage is not new. This is something that has already featured in the video that has now been compiled together by the Hyderabad police. Definitely that is being presented as an evidence to only show that how unprepared the Sandhya Theatre management was, how they were seen pushing the crowd, because that is going to be one of the defenses put forth by the police, and police definitely will say that it was Allu Arjun's unannounced arrival without the permission that triggered a situation like this.
Right. Swastika, anything that you're learning now from how long is the questioning going to go on as far as Allu Arjun is concerned? And you were mentioning how his father is also there at the police station. Is he even speaking to the media? Has he said anything?
Well, we don't know if he's in for a long haul, because he arrived here sharp at 11:05. Questioning started around 11:20, and it is continuing. His father, Allu Arjun, continues to be here. Father-in-law, Kancharla Chandrasekhar Reddy, also continue to be here. So questioning is currently underway. He's being quizzed by the ACP and DCP as we speak. In fact, let me also show you what it is like outside Sandhya Theatre.
Sure.
Last time when we arrived here was when Allu Arjun was arrested, and that was a different scene altogether. Here you saw fans gathering, and in fact there was complete commotion. The police trying their best to control, because sentiments were flaring up. Nobody had any understanding as to why Allu Arjun was arrested amongst the fans. And today the scene is very different. Allu Arjun also has come here for routine questioning. The black car that you may see in the frame is the car that belongs to Allu Arjun, and right now he's inside this very police station where questioning has been on for nearly 2 hours.